Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. It is good to be here today. I'm super, super excited as always, as always, to come here and be with you guys today. I want to talk to you guys about your frequency today. We're going to be talking about why it's so important for you to heal those traumas. Okay, you've got to be willing to heal those traumas, guys. Okay, so I need you guys to come on in and get comfortable. Let me talk to you really quickly. All right, you're gonna see me looking from over here to over here, and this is because I am live on multiple platforms. Okay, we're gonna be talking about trauma. Why is it important to take care of your trauma? A lot of you guys are brushing your trauma under the rug. A lot of you guys are acting like certain traumas did not happen. Okay. A lot of us haven't had the opportunity to heal. We've just been trying to make it. Okay. I want to let you know that it's very important that we start taking a look at the traumas that we have gone through. What have we gone through that we are still allowing to fester in our lives? I want you to know that we're going to be breaking that down. Your trauma is causing you blockages in your health, in your spiritual well-being, in your emotional, and in your physical well-being, okay? Your unresolved traumas are affecting your life, okay? I don't care how many years ago it happened. If you have not taken care of your traumas, it's running the show. Okay? It is playing in the background. Okay? It is dictating what choices you make, the people you interact with, the moves that you make. You understand? Those traumas, the unresolved traumas, are dictating the opportunities that you are willing to step in. Okay? When you have a lot of trauma that you haven't resolved, I need you guys to come on in and show some love. You guys know what it is. I need you guys to come on in and show some love, okay? Let's get this live to the masses. People need to be waking up to this information. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. You understand? Okay? So the moment we start looking at those traumas, then we can understand how it is affecting us, okay, overall. Now, what is trauma? Trauma is anything that's going to overwhelm your nervous system, correct? What is traumatic for me may not be traumatic for you, okay? What is traumatic for me may not be traumatic for you, all right? It's anything that's going to overwhelm your nervous system. So this is why we see people go through different things and they handle it different ways. We see some people can grow up seeing their parents in abusive relationships, yet they still want to go out there and find a healthy love. Then we see some people who experience seeing their parents going through all that relationship drama and they never want to be in a relationship themselves because of the trauma that they experienced. It was traumatic for them seeing their parents go through that. So they say, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. I can't deal with that. Relationships aren't for me. That's too hard. People don't really love each other. That's fake. That's just stuff you see on TV. You understand? Okay? People are always going to let you down. People are always going to cheat in relationships. These are beliefs. Okay? Beliefs from trauma or from things you have seen that have been programmed into you. Okay? And so that is going to affect the way that you see love, correct? Okay? If you were violated, if you were cheated on, that most certainly would affect how you respond to relationships right now. Absolutely. Okay? So what have you gone through in your life? Okay? Make sure you guys are putting some shares on the board. What have you guys gone through in your life? Okay? That's affecting you, holding you back, or preventing you, keeping you from your dreams, your wishes, your goals. Okay? Araceli says, I don't believe in love anymore. It's not for me. See? Did you believe in it before? Did you desire it before? If you did, I want to let you know trauma has caused you to believe this. Okay? So you don't have to go out like that. You don't have to let past situations and people and circumstances destroy your dreams and your goals. You use it as lessons, you see. Use this world as lessons. Yeah. Sophisticated says childhood trauma, marriage trauma. Absolutely. I grew up with fears around love. Since a very youngster, I didn't really have the opportunity to feel that romantic love was beautiful and all of that. I didn't have that opportunity. But did that mean that I wasn't deserving of it? Did that mean that I didn't desire it? At first, initially, I didn't think that it was, something that I would immediately be desiring or wanting. But deep down, something said, you know what, girl, you can do this. You want a beautiful, strong family, right? So I took that shit, I took that trauma, and I transmuted it. You understand? See, you have to decide that you don't want to be a victim to your past. You have to decide that you don't want to be a victim to your past. I didn't say I was just married. Anybody can get married. I'm happily married. I love my man. My man loves me. Have we gone through things and grown? Yes. It's going on 8 years. But I love it. It's healthy. It's fun. It's romantic. This is the type of love that I did want, I did desire, I do deserve. And I decided that I was going to get it. I decided that my past, that hurt, oh baby, nah. That ain't fucking up my future. That's me though. You understand? That's me. Okay? I've been laid off from a job before. I could have said, oh my gosh, I never want to work again. It's too scary. No. I've gone through shit. I've been lied to, cheated on in the past. Like I've gone through my traumas. Right? I've had fears. Transmute that shit. You ain't got time for that. You didn't come here to suffer. You came here to prosper. You think you came here to suffer? You think you came here to live in fear? You think you came here to have phobias and all? You ain't come here to do. You think you came here to lack? You think you came here to do that, right? Struggle. You can believe it if you want to. And if you believe it, you will see this in your 3D. I promise you that. Make sure that you guys are sharing. Make sure that you guys are showing out in this live, baby. Don't just come in and absorb energy. Make sure you are reciprocating. Keep this energy circulating. You understand? Okay? This is your life. You're in class. This ain't no gardening class. This ain't no sewing class, baby. This is your life. Wake up. Get to moving. Stop being a victim. You came here to move the masses. How do we move the masses? How do we shift the things here in this reality? By working on self. By healing self. You see. That's how we get to it. You want to help this world? You want to help this reality? Work on yourself. Start looking within and seeing the things that you need to work on. That's how you're going to help us. You understand? And you ain't going to get there by sitting around being distracted. You know they're trying to keep you distracted by the Netflix and the concerts and the TV shows and the music and the jobs and the toxic relation. All this shit keeping you distracted. But I'm letting you know. I'm here to remind you. You think you got tomorrow. You think. That's the problem with people. You think you have tomorrow. So who got a memo that I didn't get? Did y'all get a memo that I didn't get? You know when you croaking? Like, because I don't know when I'm croaking. So that means I must be giving my all when? Today. I must be giving my all today. You hear me? Your children must see you giving your all today. You must see yourself giving your all today. Do it for yourself. You don't know when you're going to croak. All you have is right now. Stop acting like you have forever. You got work to do today. This is a game of self-mastery. You're playing a game, in case you didn't know. There's rules to this game. You understand? And if you know how to play the rules, you can win. Oh, yeah. You can win, baby. You can win. You understand? You ain't got to lose shit. You can win. You understand? Okay? In order to win this game, you must be willing to master 3 things. Okay? 3 things. Are you ready? Type ready in the comments. Are you ready to hear the 3 things that you must master if you are wanting to win this game? Okay. Make sure you guys are showing out. First goal, 16K. Let's get it. Okay. First goal, 16K. Let's get it. When you see me looking back and forth, I'm live on multiple platforms. Okay. So, first, you must master that mind. Mind mastery. Okay. Mind mastery. I call these my 3 ascension keys. Mind mastery. The second is healing. Okay. Healing. Okay. The third is intentional movement. Manifestation. You learn how to master these 3 things, you will win. You hear me? You will win. Okay? My 3 ascension keys, okay? So right now we're going to be talking about the healing. Okay? Why? Because we don't talk about this enough. But I do teach the mind mastery, the manifestation, and the healing. Okay? But today we're going to be tapping into the healing, your frequency. See, you got to know who you are. You have to know who you are. Make sure you guys are showing out. Let's get other people to know how dope this live is. Thank you so much for that catchphrase. Thank you so much. Okay, make sure you guys are sharing. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. You guys know what it is. Yes, my dear, you will get it. I just came back from vacation today. You should have gotten an out-of-office email, okay? Anybody waiting on their bioscans, I know you guys have gotten the out-of-office messages. Please check your email, okay? You will be getting your scans in the order of that they were received, okay? So give me some time. I had to take some time off. And my mom was in the hospital the whole dang on vacation, so it was kind of crazy. Please bear with me, guys, okay? All right. This is my first morning back in the office. I just landed from Louisiana last night, okay? So thank you so much. I love you guys. All right. So here we're going to tap into the frequency. You must know who you are, baby. You are an energetic being. You must know who you are. You are a ball of energy. Thank you so much. You are a ball of energy, right? And you vibrate. You vibrate. You vibrate at a specific frequency. This is called your energetic blueprint. My energetic blueprint makes up who I am. Your energetic blueprint makes up who you are, okay? So imagine it looking something like this. I'm going to turn this board around so you guys can read it, okay? While I am at the board, please make sure that you guys are showing out so that I can make sure these messages are getting to the masses, the people that they need to get to, like you guys, right? It's a reason why you're here, you see. If this was a toxic live, you know I'd be getting pushed. These platforms will be pushing me, baby. But because I'm giving you guys the scoop, I'm giving you guys the keys. You understand? I'm depending on you guys to help push this message to the masses. Okay? All right. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about your auras. Okay, your auras and your chakras, your meridians, and how if you have trauma, unresolved trauma in your aura, it's going to create rips, holes, and distortions. Why is this important to know? Well, it's important to know because These distortions, holes, and rips, they cause what? Dis-ease. They cause what? Repeated trauma cycles. A lot of y'all are repeating same relationship shit. You're like, damn, I know I dated this type of energy, this type of person like years ago. Like, what is going on? Why am I stuck in these loops? Raise your hand if that's you. A lot of us are stuck in same trauma cycles because we never healed. So until you reprogram yourself, until you override that last memory, baby, you're gonna keep repeating it. This is your program. Okay? Is this making sense to you guys so far? Give me a thumbs up. All right? Is this making sense to you guys so far? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're not understanding. This is your life. Okay? This is your damn life. Let me know. Okay? What else will happen if there's rips, holes, distortions, okay, in your aura? Mental illness. How many of you guys are dealing with anxiety, depression, overthinking, things like that? Fears, phobias. Raise your hand. This is a safe space because we all got something going on. Ain't nobody perfect here. We all in this together, right? Okay? So we support each other here. We love each other here because we're all in this together. All of us just trying to figure this shit the hell out, right? Okay. Yes. So some of us deal with that anxiety, depression, and all of that stuff. I used to have very bad anxiety. That's what started me on this journey of learning about the mindset 22 years ago. That's what's helped me start on the journey. My own trials and tribulations. Make sense? Okay? So, the unhealed trauma. Let me write this down so you know. Okay? The unhealed trauma causes this stuff. Okay? All right? I need you to understand this. When we do not heal our traumas from childhood, and I'm going to go through this right now, how it's all connected. People want to understand, how do my traumas make me sick? How are my traumas giving me heart disease? How are my traumas giving me lung cancer, even if I never smoke? How is my trauma causing me to live 20 years shorter? That's what we're getting to. And so as I'm going through each of these chakras, I want you guys, right, to listen out for the symptoms so you can try to figure out which of your chakras are out of alignment. When you figure out what chakras are out of alignment, you figure out, you can fix certain parts, aspects of your life. A blocked chakra equals a blocked life. And each chakra is tied to certain aspects of your life, certain emotions, certain organs, your immune system. All of this stuff is tied together. All of this stuff is tied together. It's connected. So I'm not just sitting up here talking about the chakras because I'm a hippie. Nah. I'm sitting up here talking to you guys about the chakras because you want a better love life, don't you? Who wants a better love life? Let's look at your chakras. Who here is sickly? Let's look at your chakras. Who here is dealing with mental illness? Let's look at your chakras. Who here has blockages in their money? Let's look at your chakras. You understand? Okay? Is this making sense to you? Give me a thumbs up. If you are lost, you need to give me a thumbs down. I'm going to wait. Let me see who is, okay? Who is not getting what I'm saying thus far? Yes, Bella. I'll show you my book. Okay. This is the book, Manifestation Mastery, Your Guide to Lasting Transformation. Sorry, guys, I'm live on multiple platforms. Bella just asked me to show her the book. She wants to see multiple pages. It has some playlists here that you can scan. Okay. I have some crystal recommendations for all of your blockages. We have information about the chakras, frequency, I have the Shri Yantra. This is a tool that you can use and place it in your home in the East. I have instructions here, but you can place it in your home to help you magnify wealth in your home, okay? Here's an interactive little masterclass that accompanies this chapter. So it's a very colorful and vibrant book, and it's filled with tools that's going to help you overcome your blockages, okay? Sorry, there you go, Bella. Link is in you know where, okay? Now we're going to get back to this. Are we ready? Type ready in the comments. Okay. Are we ready? Type ready in the comments. Everybody knows how to access it. It's on the TikTok shop. If you have some TikTok shop coupons, you can use it. It's also on Amazon. Everything is there. Same with you guys, okay? On YouTube. Same with you guys. All right, let's start at that root chakra. As I'm calling out these symptoms, I want to make sure that you guys are taking note, okay, of what symptoms you may be dealing with, okay? All right. The root chakra right here. This one's at the base of your spine, okay, baby? It's at the base. Now, this one is tied to your etheric body aura. You see that red aura right there? Right closest to the body? This root chakra is tied to that aura, okay? Now, that aura, when you have trauma in your childhood, in your life, it's going to cause a distortion or rip or hole, in that auric field. That trauma disrupts the aura. You see that? Okay? So when the trauma disrupts the aura is connected to the chakra. And then the chakra is connected to an organ or emotions or your immune system. It's going to have a ripple effect. Does this part make sense? Give me a thumbs up. It's going to have a ripple effect. Does that make sense? You're welcome, Bella. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Okay? It's going to have a ripple effect. If any distortions in your auras, they connect to your root, your chakras, and your meridians, and therefore will ultimately affect your emotions, your physical well-being, etc. Okay? Makes sense. Awesome. Now, what kind of traumas would you go through, okay, that would affect this etheric aura that would cause a disruption in the root chakra, okay? How many of you guys have ever experienced childhood neglect? Okay, I'm calling out some things. Start listening so you can figure out which of your chakras are blocked so we can get to the healing. This is important. This is your life. Pay attention. Okay? Right here. Who has ever experienced, okay? Yes, breath work and yoga. Yes, meditation. Absolutely. All of those help heal the aura. You have to do it regularly. You have to meditate regularly. You have to go to yoga regularly. You have to do the breath work regularly. Absolutely. But yes. Okay? Right there, that etheric body, if you've ever experienced childhood neglect, okay? If you've ever experienced poverty, okay? If you've ever experienced being abandoned, okay? If you've ever experienced an unstable home or family, your root chakra may be blocked, okay? Now, when your root chakra is blocked, here are some symptoms that you may be dealing with, okay? Give me a thumbs up if any of these symptoms resonate with you right now, okay? If you deal with joint pain, okay? If you deal with lower back aches, lower back pain, okay? If you have elimination issues, it's hard for you to eliminate, or you have issues in that area, okay? If you are obese, okay? If you are obese, okay? If you are constipated, we're talking about the root chakra, symptoms that you may be experiencing, okay? That's going to give us a clue as to which of your chakras are blocked. You understand? Okay? All right. If you are constipated, if you are anorexic, okay? If you are anorexic, that may be a clue that your root chakra is blocked. Okay? If you have a poor immune system, like if your immune system is weak, your root chakra may be blocked. Okay? Your root chakra may be blocked. Okay? All right? Now, those are some physical ailments. Remember, I told you this stuff ties into your physical well-being. I said if you ever experience childhood neglect, that could be causing you joint pain. I said if you've ever been abandoned, that could be causing you to be obese, constipated, have issues with eliminating. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. I'm letting you know how your unresolved childhood trauma is affecting you physically and emotionally. Okay? All right? Okay, guys, we must take this seriously. We must take this seriously. Okay? All right? Okay. Now, what about emotionally? Those are physical symptoms. Now, what if you are someone that has chronic fear? Your root chakra may be blocked. If you deal with extreme fears, you don't want to pursue things because you're worried about what other people think and it hinders you. You don't want to pursue a certain job because, think about what fears you have in your life. If you have chronic fear, insecurity, money issues, those are emotional symptoms of your root chakra being blocked. Okay? Does anybody in here think that their root chakra is blocked? Give me a thumbs up. Let's see, because I'm going to help you work through that. If I'm bringing y'all the issue, you better know I'm going to bring you a resolution. You better know I'm going to bring you guys resolutions. Absolutely, right? Okay? Who would I be if I didn't bring my babies resolutions? Who cares about the problem? Everybody goes through the problems, right? Everybody does. Everybody got shit going on. We all in this together, baby. We're all in this together. Okay? All right. So a few of you guys are saying your root chakra is blocked. Bella is saying hers is blocked. Okay, we got a lot. Yeah, okay. All right. Take note. Write it down. Let's move on to the next one, okay? But hold it. Before I do that, remember, the root chakra is tied to that etheric aura right closest to the body, okay? And when it's healthy, you will know because you'll feel stable. You'll feel safe. You'll feel grounded, okay? All right? And you'll have a strong immune system. Okay? You have a strong immune system. Okay? All right? So that is the root chakra. If you feel like yours may be blocked, take a note. Let's move on to the next one. Your sacral chakra. To remember sacral or root, to remember root, it's at the bottom. The root has to go down, right? It's basically the foundation of the plant, the seed, right? It goes down. You want the roots to be strong, right? So the root one is at the bottom. That's how you remember that chakra, root chakra, right? It's at the base of your spine. The sacral chakra, you can remember that one because that one's sort of in that intimate area, right there in that area, Okay? Sacral chakra, okay? Now that sacral chakra right there is tied to your emotional body aura. So that aura right next to the etheric one, right? Okay? So it's the second aura right there, okay? Now, when that sacral aura is distorted, traumatized, okay? If you've gone through trauma with this aura, this will look like SA. Anybody been essayed? You probably have a distortion in that aura, which would cause a blockage in your sacral chakra. Okay. In this aura, that sacral aura, that emotional aura, which is tied to the sacral chakra, okay? If you've ever been essayed, if you've ever been body shamed, if you've ever been, what else? Rejected in life, okay? That's going to cause distortions in this aura, okay? And when there's distortions in this aura that's tied to the sacral chakra, okay, we're going to see that you're going to struggle with intimacy, okay? If you struggle with intimacy, then you may have a blockage in that sacral chakra, okay? If you struggle with being intimate and experiencing, pleasure, okay, you may have a blockage there. If you suppress your emotions, if you are suppressing your emotions, keeping a lot in, okay, your sacral chakra may be blocked, okay? You guys are listening for the symptoms so you can determine which of your chakras are blocked, okay? All right? What about addictions? Ooh, addictions. If you have developed some addictions, that sacral chakra may be blocked. Anybody in here addicted to anything? Okay. We want to take a look at that chakra. Okay. Let's talk about some physical symptoms that you may experience if that sacral chakra is blocked. Okay. Uterine or bladder issues. If you have uterine or bladder issues, that sacral chakra may be blocked there. Okay. Again, sexual difficulties. Okay. Like if you deal with impotence. Okay. Lack of flexibility. Lower back problems. Again. Issues with your large intestines. Okay. These are all examples of how your body is trying to tell you that your sacral chakra is blocked. Okay. Hey, Star Peach. Hi, guys. I'm back this morning. Okay. You'll know when your sacral chakra is healthy. How will you know? Okay. How will you know? You'll be creative. You'll freely be able to be creative. Remember, if it's unhealthy, it's because maybe you were suppressing emotions. Okay, maybe you were suppressing something. Now, if it's healthy, you're able to express yourself. You're able to be creative. You're able to be sensual. You're able to experience pleasure. Okay. Hi, Peso. How you doing? Okay. All right. You're also able to have a healthy emotional flow when your sacral chakra is in alignment. Okay. All right. If you feel like your